Hi and welcome to my playhouse and to the creepy basement, where I have a new little gadget that I talked about it in a video where I was in Portugal and talking about my solar setup that I wanted to build down there, and that I wanted my solar setup to work in a different way than it is here in Denmark. So I have the device here on the table. It has arrived from China, and it's a dual power automatic transfer switch G2R632. I don't know why it's called 63. 63 is usually the amps, but I ordered the 40 amps version. I don't know why I ordered the 40 amp version, because yeah, I have no idea. But I only have like 27, I forget. I have like 6,900 watts available of power in my house in Portugal, and that comes out to less than 40 amps, if my math is right. What is 40 times? Yeah, that's 8,800 watts, so 40 amps should be plenty. So I ordered one that was more, but close. So let me set up the camera. There we are, the camera is stationary. So if you search for automatic transfer switch in Google, there's a very big chance that you get an advertisement from this company. Electrical safety first. I hope so. I wouldn't bet on it, but I hope so. So I have had it out of the box just to see if it was what I expected it to be, and it kind of was. So a box and a big, I think this takes up 3 spaces. Let me just check that. Here is 2 spaces. Oh. And the well pump is on. Okay, my well pump, my booster pump, is done with its business. For the non-regular users, I have to pump out water from my basement. I have a kind of a little well down here, and if I don't pump out the water, I will have water in my basement. So it comes on and off on a timer. Never mind. This is wrapped in plastic, so that tells us that it's brand new and good to go, hopefully. So let's unwrap this. I was talking about how wide it was when I was interrupted, and here we have 2 normal size, and so this is a dual switch, so it's more than a dual switch, but it's actually less than 3, so it's almost 3 wide, and it's very big on the other side, but it does have standard mounting, so just have to make sure that there's good room in the box where you put this. So yeah, this is for my house in Portugal, but I think it's very interesting, so I want to test it out. So let's see what we can do. So this video is not sponsored, although my patrons paid for this. So Patreon, thank you. So I'm very happy with my patrons. Thank you very much for being patrons. Here is the documentation. It's somewhat sparsome. I was hoping that they would show me a brilliant drawing that I could show to you and tell you what this does, but well, we can look at it. Automatic transfer switch means that we can put power in from 2 different sources and then output a source. It has an automatic and a normal mode, but it has a preferred source, and I believe that is number 1. If there's power on number 1, it will pick number 1. If number 1 fails, it will then go to number 2. It will actually just, oh, don't do that. Pop it to manual and then pop it, and it will do this all by itself. And that's what we're gonna see. There are some big electromagnetic things that feels, oh, now there isn't power on that one, so now we'll switch over. And to move this lever, which they also very carefully says somewhere, they have they have removed that. I saw that on the internet, that it said that you have to put it in manual mode before you move this, because otherwise you can damage it. I think that is though only when there is power on it, because you would then fight the electromagnetic thingies that is inside here that moves it forth and back. But so let's go to 1. On the side there's some information about it, all the improvements and voltage ratings. Rated voltage 220 volts. It would have been cool if they had made that 230 volts. I'm sure that it is 230 volts. They could have done the printing on it. That would have been neat. But yeah, so do you see the scenario where this is useful? Because I wanted to use this in Portugal, where I want to set up a solar system. So I want an inverter to power the house. But I want the inverter to power the house when there is plenty of solar or battery. And if the battery and the solar runs out, I want it to switch to the secondary. But as soon as there is solar and battery again, I want it to go back to number 1. So that's how I'm gonna use this. That is gonna mean that most of the time my house in Portugal will be running out of solar. If there is some crisis with the solar, it will flip back to grid power. I found this while I was doing the video and I thought that is very small and handy. And with 300 days of sunshine in Portugal, I would almost never need to switch back to a grid mode. Also just because I don't use a lot of power in Portugal, and I have a 16 kilowatt hour battery that is just waiting for me in Portugal and wants to be assembled. So I think that battery would last me something like 10 days in no power coming in and normal, almost no use. So yeah, I want to play with this. So we're going to connect some wires to it. We're going to connect grid to number 2, and number 1 is going to be our solar. And for a stand-in for solar, we have a power station over here. This is the Blue Yeti. It's an older version. Some point back in the past they wanted to sponsor me, but after that they wanted me to sign all sorts of nasty contracts, so I haven't worked with them since. Okay, I can't help myself. I found this very hilarious. I wanted a lamp so that you could clearly see when the power is on and when it was off. So, but I have this lamp and it has a normal connector here. I found that this connector fits very well in the output port of this, and I just have to tighten it up, and then I don't have to break anything. I can just have this sitting there for my test. So I think that is awesome. So we're gonna do that. Okay, screw it. Not too hard, not break it, not so loose like the 4 pounds. Yep. I'll connect the other things, which is a little bit more dangerous. Messing with wires without any thing. Yeah. Okay, here's the setup. The lamp, naturally, the output, so we can see what happens. This one is input number 1, which is gonna be solar. We can connect that because we can control our solar over here. We have 1,000 watts of solar ready. Nothing coming out yet. And then we have this gray wire, which I'm gonna connect over to the wall. So when I do that, it should flip over and power should come on. Or I'm gonna burn down my house. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it flipped over. So it's very noisy when it does that. I haven't actually turned on the lamp, which is kind of a disappointment here, but we do have our lamp on. So, okay. So what happens if I turn on number 1 over here? I turned on the display first, so let's turn. It's very noisy when it shifts. I thought everything just blew. Clunk. It's most definitely very, you know, when it happens, it's not gonna cheat you about that. And we're pulling 13 watts, so that's not a lot. So yeah, the manual says that we have mechanical life is like 8,000 times that it can go forth and back. That's what they estimate the mechanics to hold up to. But the electrical life, which is probably the wires and stuff inside, they think they are gonna live for 1,500 times. But yeah, hopefully this might shift forth and back once or twice a year. So 15, I'm gonna be dead. Now this is a very slow light, so we don't see much blinking going on. But if we turn off, it switches back to 2. Yeah, this works exactly as I expected it to. Except it's way more noisy than I was expecting it to be. I would imagine if you're standing in the electrical cabinet and working on something next to this, and for some reason you turn off the power and that just clicks right next to you, you will jump 2 meters straight out into the air for no good reason whatsoever. So I want to try the manual. Right now it's set to automatic, so it goes forth and back. So if I do manual there and I turn it off, should I then? Yeah, it doesn't do anything, which is good. And then I need to not touch anything with power on it. These leads are very close to the surface here. They could have buried those a little bit more. I don't want to be electrocuted, so we can shift it. And we have power on the other one. So, okay, so there is an alternative. So, turn on and off, or switch to number 1 here. We can turn that on. There, we get lights back on, and we can turn to from our solar to our grid. There, and when I do it, it blinks. I don't know if it switches fast enough for a computer not to boot. I don't think so, but maybe it does switch pretty quick. So right now it's on number 1. Okay. Cool. So an automatic transfer switch has many uses. My use for it is going to be running my house in Portugal off of solar without having to deal with the Portuguese power network. I'm still going to pay for the power connection coming into the house, which is quite honestly the biggest payment. I don't use very much power, so I pay way more for the ability to use power from the grid than I do for the actual power. If I used enough power, that would of course change, but yeah, at the moment I'm paying more to have the ability to use the power. But with a solar setup, I would only have to pay for the ability and not for the power itself. So I think my power bill every month is from about 30 to 40 euros when I'm not there. Then when I'm there, last time I was there for almost an entire month, and it was almost 60 euros. And I didn't think that I used that much power, but probably did. So yeah, this is a success. So here we have one of those rare instances where I produce a video and the result and video goes exactly as I had hoped for. So makes the video a lot shorter. So thank you very much to my Patreons. If you would like to become a Patreon and support me with and all the stupid shit that I come up with as little as €1 a month, I think. Patreon might have ruined that. I don't know if it's still available, but I can assure you every euro helps. So thank you very much to my patrons for being patrons, and thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.